Back for those of you who are joining us right now, this is the TV47 Daily Report with me, Victor Muyakane, and now on sign language we have Ms. Jebby Watt. Now, the Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association, that is KESSHA, has raised concern over a severe cash crisis that threatens to disrupt the upcoming national examinations. KESSHA chairperson Willie Kuria warned that rising school debt could hinder the purchase of essential lab equipment and materials necessary for the national examinations. And as our Education Affairs reporter Andreen Kilemi now tells us, the situation could lead to early school closures if the remaining capitation funds are not released soon. Though the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Dr. Belio Kipsang, says that the government has already released the money to the schools.
As the clock ticks and the national exams approach, school heads across the country are grappling with rising debts that threaten to interfere with the administration of national examination. A spot check by TV47 reveals that many secondary schools are yet to receive their third-term capitation in full.
Initially, it was at 22,224, was seen to be almost sufficient to cater for all this expenditure. But when the issue of infrastructure was introduced, that means this fortress was affected, and that's why you find most of the schools during that term are not in a position to pay for the electricity bills. Even paying the recurrent expenditure, the salaries, is a problem.
Schools have so far received 15,192 out of the expected 22,224 shillings per student. 3,850 was directed to the SIBA account for infrastructure development, leaving schools with only half of the funds needed for tuition and daily operation.
When you tell suppliers to bring items for the exam and you have not paid them the outstanding balances, they are very reluctant. That is where the problem is. All the schools are going through challenges paying suppliers, because if you do not have the money which is budgeted for, then it means we are compromising on service delivery. And that is why we are saying we need money so that we can be able to run the exams smoothly.
In a letter dated October 9th, KESSHA chairperson Willie Kuria raised the alarm, warning that the rising debt burden may prevent schools from purchasing crucial lab equipment needed for the national exams. He also emphasized that the infrastructure fund should come from the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, and the ministry's transition infrastructure grant and not the capitation kitty. And if the remaining funds are not disbursed soon, schools could be forced to close early. Andreen Kilemi, TV47.